Hi, I'm Allison Hazlitt with FlickDirect, and I'm here at the Originals Press Room at Comic-Con 2014. Klaus is such a deliciously evil character. How much fun is he to play?
I mean, you can tell, I think, from what I'm doing that I love my job. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. One of the most fun characters I've played in my career, I think, which is why I'm still doing it. Now he's definitely the character I've played for the longest amount of time, and the reason, along with my brother Daniel Gillies being on the show, the reason why I wanted to do the originals in the first place. So yeah, it's I'm having a blast. Yeah.
Is he going to mellow out a little bit now that there's a baby?
No. Well, now the baby's been, taken away. He's gonna. I would say, if anything, he had one thing that he really cared about, and that's been taken from him. So he's gonna go after the people that caused that.
So now that Haley's had a baby, how is she going to change on the show? Because she had to give up that baby, basically.
She did. It was quite. I mean, any kind of mother that can't be with their child is heartbreaking, and so it's definitely kind of changed Haley into definitely a tougher and it's a bit sad, she's definitely in a very dark place. She's kind of a mess when we find her, and everything that we've shot so far, she has been, she doesn't really know who she is anymore. She was constantly looking for a family, and then when she found out she was pregnant, as much as she struggled with that, she really accepted that and was looking forward to being a mother. And the idea that now that she's not going to be up, she just doesn't know who she is anymore, and she doesn't know what she wants, and that's hard for anyone, and I think she's just very lost.
I agree. Is she going to find something with Elijah as a substitute for that?
I don't know who it will be. I think at the moment she is kind of building alliances, but not necessarily in a romantic way. I think she wants to create a safe enough environment for her child to come back to her. I don't think she's said goodbye for good. I think she wants to make New Orleans a safe place for her and her child to live happily ever after. I think that would be the most beautiful love story that would be.
Absolutely, it usually is. Tell me how your Comic-Con experience has been so far.
It's been awesome. This is my third year, and it kind of gets crazier and crazier, which is just testament to, hopefully the show is getting better and better and more people are watching it. But yeah, no, it's been really, really fun.
Have you tried going down to the floor?
Yeah, we went down and got a drink. So we haven't been avoiding anything. But it's crazy. It's amazing. It's so cool. And even I got in from, we drove late last night to get here, and people are already camping out at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it's just mental. And I'm so appreciative of everyone that does that. It's just really cool.
The fans are the best part, and we really appreciate you being here today.
Cool.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
How's your Comic-Con experience been?
Really great. I'm just sort of settling into it right now. It's taken me sort of all day to really sort of find my flow. Thank God this woman helped me, but it was a little bit slow to sort of find the correct frequency.
It's something definitely different that you're not used to all the time, so you really have to get, like you said, used to the idea.
Yeah, well, that coupled with the fact that I haven't seen these people in months, and now that we're all together again, there's this sense of well, hey, here's our unity. Here we are, and let's all celebrate this. But this is work, and so the friction between those two energies creates this kind of a disease, it's interesting.
A good disease, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Elijah. He really is probably a little bit more compassionate, and the sensible vampire sometimes try to bring Klaus down to earth a little bit. Have you ever wanted to switch roles and be the really evil one?
I don't think he's the kinder one. I think he's the far more dangerous one. I think he's the one who, I've never seen anybody cross him and kind of really, really, truly get away. I mean, that's not. I mean, I need to go back through my history. I don't think he's certainly not kinder. He's just as dark. So I disagree with the question, so I can't answer it.
Okay, that's fine. I just always found him to be very. Maybe it's because he's, the quiet one, the quiet ones you have to look out for.
The scarier one.
Yeah.
And so I prefer to stay where I'm at.
Okay, that's great. Is there any relationship possibilities between him and Haley coming up?
Sure, that's more of a writer's question. Unfortunately, I think there's a period of time that he has to observe in terms of insofar as like they're only kind of, it's only a ruse, this grief. I still think he needs to observe some. There's a relative distance, in order to sort of allow her to sort of breathe and kind of work her way through this,
Well, we're going to look forward to seeing how that plays out. Thank you. We're excited for season 2. Thanks. Tell me about Davina. She's powerful, but she's going up against Klaus.
She is. This season, she's grown up a lot, and she is a lot stronger, and she's using Michael and the White Oak Steak, and she's really planning and taking her time with her revenge.
Okay. What's it like coming on to a show that has an established fan base already? Is it a great thing? Is it a little nerve-wracking?
I think it's a little bit of both, but the nerves, to be honest, they're like it's exciting nerves, and the fans are so great, and the fact that they've given us this much support is one of the biggest compliments I could ask for. So I thank you guys.
And how has the Comic-Con experience been for you?
Oh, it's so great. This is my first Comic-Con, and I'm having a blast. Everyone's been great. I love seeing everyone in their costumes, and the fans have been fantastic and really supportive, and it's awesome.
So tell me a little bit about Cami, her relationship with Klaus. What's going to happen this season for her?
Oh man, isn't it complicated? Isn't it just so complicated? I don't know how much I can tell you. I mean, obviously last season it was like he said, "We're done. It's too dangerous. Move on." And I think she does. She does take a lot of distance from what's happening in the quarter. And you'll see her attempt to do that. But who knows if she can.
Is she really going to be able to pull away from him, though?
Oh, his cheekbones are just so fantastic, and those eyes. I actually hope she doesn't. I love being in scenes with him so much that I really hope that she just goes right. I want to have way more scenes with him season 2, but we'll see if that happens.
How has Comic-Con been for you so far?
Comic-Con is, I was just saying, it's so fantastic. Comic-Con is amazing to be able to go to a convention and just meet all the fans and say thank you for supporting, and I really love this whole thing. I love that everyone has come down and supported the originals.
So, tell us about how important and how great and exciting the Emmy nominations are for a brand new show.
It's so thrilling because I had literally just done an interview where I had been complaining about how, as the Emmy voters constantly look past the CW and sort of calling it young adult television or marginalized television, they're really missing being able to celebrate some of the technicians' excellence on our show. We have designers that are better than anybody I've ever worked with, and I think better than a lot of people, who do what they do in this town. So this year, for not only us to be able to get the hair nomination, but for the 100 to get their nomination as well, which also, in my opinion, very well deserved. Thank God, because we're the little network that could, and just trying to not get ignored every year.
And it seems to be working at this point. What can we expect from the originals this year?
Well, the originals this year is really going to dig about as deeply as you can into a family dynamic. It's really going to explore and sort of rip open and expose the history of this family's dysfunction and why they are so, cursed to be together and yet love each other and hate each other all at the same time. And I'm so excited about it because it really is it's the idea that the mess that you make is your own.
Isn't that kind of every family?
I think that's every family. I mean, ours are sort of the extreme version of every family, but it's like you take away the supernatural and the 1,000 years and it's just like a nasty Thanksgiving dinner at most people's house,